Craig Haley, Sports Network. Craig, let's talk about first the OVC football last year. 3 teams in the playoffs, all won a game. Tell us your thoughts on what you saw from the OVC as a whole.
Sure. I mean, what a great year for the OVC. I mean, it's been a while since you won a playoff game, and then Jacksonville State with a great run, Eastern Illinois also to the quarterfinals, Tennessee State with a road win. I mean, you can't ask for more than that. I mean, to have 3 teams and all 3 of your teams that are in there to win a game, you know, I think it changed the perception nationally. The conference really rose its national stature. Should be the same this year. I mean, last year you had all the offense. Defense should be a little improved this year. I think it just really set a higher level, and that should remain there.
And at the preseason poll, we see those same 3 teams at the top. What do you think this year generally from those squads?
Sure. Well, I mean, all along I've felt this is the year for Jacksonville State. I mean, a top 10 team for sure. As we get closer to the year, I'm more sold on Eastern Illinois again. I mean, they have a lot of experience back. Obviously, you know, you lose Jimmy Garoppolo and Eric Laura and some of the other players, but you look a little closer, it's going to be another strong offense. You add in some transfers. I mean, yeah, I think they're right there with Jacksonville State. Tennessee State, you know, a little bit different with the defense, and that wins you games. So. And having several quarterbacks, I think, you know, those 3 teams really make it a strong conference. You have 3 teams in the top 20, 25. You're saying a lot about a conference.
Last year, we were the Offensive Valley Conference. Not a lot of defense play, but tell us your thoughts on some of the defensive players. We got 2 people on the preseason
Sure.
Buck Buchanan Award watch list.
Sure. I mean, it's the perception's really changing this year. I mean, you know, you have Tony Bell on UT Martin. There's a linebacker that just makes plays, gets into backfields. I mean, with sacks and tackles for loss, he'll have another outstanding year. You look at Tennessee State. I think it says a lot that the OVC Defensive Player of the Year last year, Anthony Bass, isn't yet on the Buchanan list. He probably will be eventually, but that just shows you how deep your defense is getting. I mean, Daniel Fitzpatrick, also from Tennessee State, definitely on the list. You know, he had a year with 8 interceptions. That's tremendous. It shows you that the defenses are growing. You know, people have to stop these offenses in your league. It may or may not happen because these offenses have been tremendous. But yes, that's the emphasis this year. I think is the defense is really taking the next step.
Well, just nationally, not OVC related, what do you think about FCS football nationally and where it's at?
Sure. I mean, obviously it was a big loss in the last year or two that Georgia Southern and Appalachian State have moved on to the FBS. But there's still many quality teams. I mean, look what North Dakota State has done through the years. I mean, to win 3 straight national titles, that's just tremendous. Now they're the team that everybody is chasing. There's just going to be great teams all around. Eastern Washington, Southeastern Louisiana, they're teams to beat this year as well. You know, it's probably a little more wide open with North Dakota State losing so many key players. You know, a Jacksonville State, they have the experience of going out to the red turf in the playoffs, almost winning out there against Eastern Washington. I think them, Eastern Illinois, Tennessee State, it's a little more wide open. You get it going in the playoffs, you never know what's going to happen, and I think it's going to be a tremendous year for the FCS.